and duke it out to save Social Security. So first and foremost, before we get started, I want to thank, she disappeared already, Mo Sullivan, the owner of the club. There she is. Let's have everyone give a round of applause to Mo Sullivan. And we want to thank you for hosting us and your wonderful group of boxers and the youth that are helping out. And we've seen your facilities, and it's great. And that's the promise of our future, is people like you, people like them, and all of us here today who are registering our commitment. I also want to bring, just for a minute, very quickly, to come up and say hello to all of you, representative of the club, Justin Popovich, the manager who helped organize all this. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're just here to help out the community as much as possible in any shape or form, you know, from the youth to anybody in the community, because it's all about helping out the community and making things better for everybody. And anything we can do to help, we try to do the best of our ability and then some. We try to do everything 200% because it takes that much to help people in these kind of areas to come out of the struggle that they've got going on. And we appreciate that, and we want to help them with that and to reach their goal, no matter what it is. If it's just to get out in the city or see that there's some stuff down here and get to a bigger city, if they want to get a bigger job or whatever. If they want to stay here in South Tucson and just do better, then that's the best thing in our lives. And we just want to help them with that in ways.
Thank you, Justin. That's great. Yep, Congressman. Raul Barber.
Thank you, Vince, for that. Yes, what you say is absolutely true. We have people running for office in this election who have made it clear that what they'd like to do is privatize Social Security and Medicare. But then they run from it when they get out of their primaries and they run to the center and say, oh, I never really meant that. But we, fortunately, through the wonders of modern day technology, have them on tape, have them in the record saying what they said before. What Vince said is absolutely true. You know, people call Medicare and Social Security entitlements. They're not entitlements. They are investments that people are collecting on when they retire. Every person who works pays into the Social Security system, into the Medicare system, and yes, we have to expand the solvency of those two programs. Medicare solvent through 2024, and Social Security through 2033. It's time to do sensible things to extend them, but not privatize it. And that's what we're going to fight against, no matter what. The lame duck session, who knows? They may try to do some trickery there too. I'm certainly going to vote against any measure that would begin to privatize Social Security or Medicare. It's just not right. Let me tell you about investments in the stock market and what would happen potentially if people had their money in Social Security money in the stock market. A couple of years ago, I was in front of 500 seniors. We were having a health and welfare forum with seniors. That morning, the seniors were saying to me, you know, don't bail out the banks, that's a bad idea. That afternoon, after the stock market tanked $1 trillion, they would have a different mindset. And the issue really was for me that if people had invested in their Social Security money in the stock market, it would have been wiped out.
The fight. And we may be outmatched by money. We may be outmatched by that corporate money that doesn't care about work, it doesn't care about seniors, but it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And with that, I'm going to bring up one of the greatest fighters on behalf of people, seniors, all of us here in Southern Arizona, senior member of the delegation, my friend Raul Grijalva.
Thank you, Vince, and to the Alliance, thank you very much for having this event and all the other events that you've had, including that wonderful petition drive that brought to all our offices the expressions of support for Social Security, to leave it the way it is, and to, in fact, the point was to make that trust fund strong and extend the livelihood, the sustainability of Social Security way into the future. Social Security is not the issue that caused the deficit. The Gold-Simpson Commission said that. But it's a source of revenue to deal with the deficit. And so you're taking it from people's retirement investments to deal with speculative issues, bad decisions, and horrible fiscal policies the last 8 years prior to President Obama. And now we're asking the people that can least afford to give up their retirement benefits in order to offset fiscal mistakes, and yet at the same time, not touch the 2%, not touch corporate America, who's had a free ride in the city of trillions of dollars that they should be investing in creating jobs in America for America's people. We're asked to give them the break and leave the responsibility to the people that took care of it for the last 10 years. Not fair. So the privatization, as my good friend Mr. Barber said, of Social Security and Medicare, is not just a step backwards. It's undoing the social fabric of this country. And that is a huge mistake. We intend to fight it. We intend to protect. And we intend
Ron Barber, we need to support and re-elect Congressman Grijalva and the president on down, and it's that important. Now, what I want to also say is that, and Vicky's going to talk a little bit about this, we need to let our neighbors know. You heard it from the congressmen themselves. We need to get more people involved to get out to vote. It's all a matter of math. Math is a simple thing. We need more votes to get them back in office and to get the policies that support our families. And to talk a little bit about that, and someone who's done a fine job in her own role as an elected official and kind of help conclude this event, is Vicky Marshall, who's going to give you some details about Friday's calling party, retiree calling party. And Vicky's going to come up and talk a little bit about that. Vicky Marshall, come right on up, and then you can close out the program. Thank you all for supporting our great legislature.
We're right down the street on that whole way.
And I'm wondering what happened to our supervisors who said, I know where it's at, I'll be there. Emergencies come up, and this is one of those times of year where things do go wrong. Right here we have Laura Hogan. She's from the FEMA Area Labor Federation, and she's working with the Alliance for Retired Americans to make sure. On Friday, we're going over there to her office, 877 South Alvernon Way. That's right across the street from the park. We're going to have a barbecue, and then we're going to get on the phone and we're going to call union members and union retirees and say, don't forget to come to the polls on election day. This is so important. I've been phone banking every day with Bobby Wary over here.
Roll on the bing. This is our head boxing coach. This is Vicente Medina.
Do you know Vicente Medina? Middleweight champion of the world? Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shake your hand.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So pleasure to meet you. And a fighter for Social Security. All right. Yeah. We'll see you next event.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're proud to have Vicente Medina with the 130 professional wins. He's the baddest boxing coach around in Tucson, and we're proud to call him our head training coach head boxing coach at Eclipse MMA and Fitness Center. And he's more happy to always get in the ring and spar with people, and sometimes knock them out. And then sometimes we actually have to go. And well, actually, Vicente gets in his truck and he goes finds people to bring back and beat up in the sparring.